Did you know Niagara Falls gets 21,000 people to come visit every single day, according to Google? That's whether they come in for a staycation, a vacation, or just coming to see the breathtaking sight. I know it's a crazy number, but what is it actually like to live here? I see a bunch of people in the comments and on Reddit or some other articles that I read of a lot of people kind of curious of what it's like to actually live here. Whether you want to be closer to the Canadian border or you're already in Canada or other parts of the country and you want something more affordable to live, or lastly, you coming up here for work. What is it actually like to live inside of Niagara Falls? Today, this is going to be a part 1 of 4 series. And today we're going to be covering the actual downtown area of Niagara Falls. So let's unpack this entire downtown right now in this first video. Let's get it done. We're really not gonna waste any time in this one. I'm gonna introduce myself real quick. We're gonna get these walking shoes on, or we're gonna get busy walking around downtown. What's going on, you guys? My name is Devonte Davis, the local realtor in and around the Buffalo and Niagara Falls area. If you guys are moving up here, you already know we help tons and tons of people move up here on the yearly, weekly, and daily basis. Literally got an appointment in a few hours with somebody moving up here. So if you guys want or are thinking about it, make sure you guys hit us up with a call, email, text. We'll jump on a Zoom call real quick, reverse engineer your plans, get you guys up here settled in right away. Or if you guys are already in the Buffalo area, you already know, hit my line. We'll make sure that we get you guys either the house sold for you, then going to buy another one, or vice versa. All right, downtown Niagara Falls. This is not massive by any means, right? Very, very comparable to Buffalo, but Buffalo's downtown is even bigger than Niagara Falls. The state parks, in all actuality, really make up a lot of the downtown area. So what state parks am I talking about? Niagara State Park, Whirlpool, DeVoe. Those kind of 3 parks, those state parks really make up a good majority of the downtown area. And honestly, that's why everybody is going down there, right? They're going to see the falls, Niagara Falls State Park, the beautiful scenery, the things to kind of do, right, as you're going down to that area. And this is what, again, everybody's coming down there to see. Niagara Falls is that 8th wonder, 7th wonder, wow, tripped over my words there, of the world. And that's what people, and that is the main attraction in the downtown area. But besides those state parks or the falls, that's kind of it, which is always a shock to me. And I'm born and raised in Buffalo and Niagara Falls, right? So it's like, well, Buffalo, 2 totally different cities. Anyway, it's still kind of shocking to me anytime I go to Niagara Falls, whether for an appointment, whether I'm going to do some shopping. I mean, you would just think the city that gets 21,000 people every single day would be much more built up than what it actually is. Why that is, to this day, I just can't figure it out. I'm telling you guys, I've been racking in my brain, and I got some opinions in about 60 seconds that you're gonna want to stay for, because it's a good one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, trust me, right? Either way, I still can't figure out why this city is not built up the way it is. A lot of things is really attracted for touristy things, right? In my opinion, for the most part, right? It's a lot of touristy attractions. It's not necessarily for the people of Niagara Falls, and then people come to tour it, right? It's really dedicated for the tourist attractions, and that's it. There's very few places, right? You have a couple restaurants, you may have a bar or 2 there, right? But it's more like neighborhood bars in the city of Niagara Falls, not so much in that downtown area. Like, that's not a place that the people of Niagara Falls that I've seen, from my opinion, are just going down to hang out there on a weekend, right? Or during the week, right? So, hey, I'm gonna just go down to Niagara Falls on lunch. Downtown Niagara Falls on lunch. I don't see many people doing that. And I could be wrong here. I could be wrong, but I just don't see that from the actual people who reside there. It's literally nothing but tourists, right? Or people just stopping by. And that's one thing I really do think that hinders, right, Niagara Falls in some regard. Like, even if you can go down there on a Saturday or every Saturday, I think 1-2 times a year, 1-2 Saturdays out the year, you pretty much done everything in the Niagara Falls city, right? And I think that's one thing that does differ from Buffalo. At least in Buffalo, you can go down on any given day, Monday through Sunday. You may not find everything to do, but you're gonna find something to do if you want to. There's something going on down there, right? That, like, I go downtown. I'm gonna go to the cafe, I'm gonna go run and get something to eat. I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. Hey, I'm going back home. Even if I go back, which I really do, to go out every now and again, at least I can go out downtown and then come back home. Personally, unless it's a major event, something's going on, or some concert at the casino, besides the casino, I don't think there's much going on downtown. And I think that hurts it. Now, what's that opinion I was talking about? What is one of those things that can really kind of build up the downtown area besides what it is now? I think it's just more people staying. Everybody in the comments probably gonna say it's political, is this, is that. I really just think it's more people saying. And here's what it is. Niagara Falls gets a bad rap, right? And parts of Buffalo gets a bad rap. It's not always true. I can tell you that off the bat, right? It gets a bad rap. The good part about it is that Niagara Falls definitely doesn't get as much snow as Buffalo. So that's pretty cool right there off the bat. But I think because so many people kind of come and leave, and because you coming and leaving, right? It doesn't have that same sense of ownership, right? But for the people who wants to stay, or people who coming to stay, you bring a lot of different things, especially for you guys that's coming from Canada, right? Canada, or massive markets like a Texas, Austin, Houston, still Texas, crazy enough, New York City, right? Atlanta, right? Now, you are giving up some things when you coming from those massive cities, but for you guys that's getting kind of priced out of those cities, especially in Canada, Toronto, parts of Ontario, Niagara Falls, Ontario, I'm sorry. Like, you guys can come up here and buy something for almost cash. The city of Niagara Falls average stat was, for prices, was $159,421. The city of Niagara Falls. The town of Niagara was only $162,667. Average price point. Average. And I can guarantee you can probably find something a lot cheaper than $155 and still be in a okay part of Niagara Falls. Remember, Niagara Falls is very, very spotty, super spotty. 2 blocks good, other 2 blocks, may want to get to your car before 8 o'clock at night. Either way it goes, for you guys that's coming up here and get priced out, the affordability that's here in Niagara Falls, even in parts of Buffalo, you can live a totally different lifestyle. Let's say, for example, right, you're coming from one of those big cities, right? You bought a house 5-7 years ago. That was $500,000. Let's call it 10 years ago. You can possibly be sitting on $200 to $250K in equity, right? Let's be very modest, very conservative, and let's say you're sitting on $150 straight equity, right? If not a little bit more, because everybody around the country has seen a huge spike in housing prices growth, right? In your equity. You come up here and you buy something for $162 or maybe $200,000, you can either almost pay cash or have a very, very small mortgage note compared to what you've already been paying, right? A very small mortgage note. And even if you couldn't pay cash, you get that small mortgage note and you dump 60, 70, 100 grand into something, you're living almost a debt-free life, a mortgage-free life. Totally different lifestyle from what you're accustomed to, good and bad, right? But the affordability that you guys can come up here and have is totally different from your Torontos. Like, you know what I'm saying? From your Austin, Texas, because I know it's expensive in those cities, especially coming from New York City. Are you kidding me? Where Manhattan, you get a box for $700,000. You're coming up here living lavish, I promise you. And lastly, you bring your ideas. You You bring your pride of home ownership. When you own something, right, it's totally different from when you guys are renting something, or for you guys that may be paying $4,000 or $5,000 in New York for rent. Oh my gosh, do you know what $5,000 a month get you here in a mortgage? Oh my gosh. Very, very, very nice. Crazy, right? Either way it goes, and I can hear people in the comments now, well, Devonte, isn't that going to kick people out of their home? No, not necessarily. You have to like 20,000 people just going to pop up here tomorrow. It's going to be a gradual thing. And then even with more people coming up here, buying homes, being able to take care of the neighborhoods, that gives more safety in the neighborhoods, because you're just not going to come up here and run ragged in a neighborhood that I just bought in. Like, you know what I'm saying? More of those like-minded people bring in more of your ideas, things that can actually help the city. You bring that collaborative process together, man, Niagara Falls has so much potential. It just needs more people to stay, in my opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? And more people to kind of see the beauty. It's going to be rough for them first couple people that come up here. But imagine Tesla, Amazon factory that's supposed to be coming up here. You don't think they're going to be bringing their executives and other people to kind of run those things? That's going to be an extra 200 to 500 people right there. Once that warehouse gets going, it's supposed to be like 2,000 people there employing. That brings more jobs, more opportunities for the people of Niagara Falls. More jobs, more opportunities, more money means, hey, you can buy that same house that your neighbor just came up here and bought too, because they moved across the country. Things like that, I really feel like Niagara Falls has that potential. And I always say that about Buffalo too, but Niagara Falls is, I mean, Buffalo is a step behind, but Niagara Falls may be too. But again, you can buy a house for 100 grand, 162 grand. Man, I don't know. It's a good opportunity in my opinion. And these are things I think about because, like, if you skip across the border to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, it looks totally different. Like night and day different. It looks like a suburb, and then you came up and slapped a stepchild. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you cross Niagara Falls, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy the way this city looks. And outside of that little bit that I just walked around, I mean, that's it. Like, that's it. There's so much potential, so much land, so many things that can be developed inside of Niagara Falls. It's crazy in my opinion. But this was video 1 of 4, right? So look out for those extra 3 videos that we're going to be dropping in the next few weeks or so. I'm probably going to drop another Niagara Falls video next week and probably break it up a little bit, probably push the last 2 into November just to keep you guys around. But either way it goes, if you guys don't already know, my name is Devonte Davis, the local realtor in and around the Buffalo and Niagara Falls area. We cover every single thing Buffalo, Niagara Falls on this channel as much as possible. Now, make sure you guys, if you are moving up here or thinking about it, make sure you guys hit me up with a call, email, or text. We will jump on a Zoom call ASAP, reverse engineer your plans, get you guys set up, and then we'll get working on relocating you guys up here. Or if you're in the Buffalo, Niagara Falls area, make sure you guys do the same. We'll make sure either we sell a house that you're in and get you into a new one, or we'll buy that first one for you. All right, so, well, I won't buy the first one for you, but we will help you buy the first one. So as always, I will see you guys inside the next one.